Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope you all would be doing well and would be healthy. So students, today we are going to continue second part of continuous tense. We have already done present continuous tense. Now it's turn to start past continuous tense. I hope you have practiced the sentences of present indefinite tense at your home. They were too easy and I am sure that it will be easier for you to understand past continuous tense as well. So our topic relates to some questions. How and when to use past continuous tense. Now we will see the structure and sentences, how to make positive, and you can also call that positive sentence declarative, assertive, and as well as simple sentences. Okay, so we will see the structure and we will make sentences out of them. So the first structure, that is of positive or simple sentences, as I told you, it is also called assertive sentences. The structure is subject plus to be. To be is your helping verb, was and were. We are going to use was and were because it's about past, and for past we are supposed to use was and were. Was with the singular subjects and were with your plural subjects. Okay, alright, then after that what you are going to do, you are going to put first form of verb plus ing, because ing is indication of continuous tense and was were is indication of past tense. Then you are going to put your object. So the main or basic difference is here about our helping verb, which is was and were. In present we were supposed to use is rm, and in past we will use was and were. Okay, to be is a helping verb, or it is also called auxiliary verb. What is auxiliary? Auxiliary means furnishing added support. Okay, as it is very clear from the word itself that helping verb, the word that is helping the verb to give more meaning. Okay, as I told you, with he, she, and it singular, we are going to use was, and with they and were and you as well, you are going to put were, because with you we are supposed to use were. Although we are talking about a single person, but we always apply were with you, as is the case with I. We used to add am with I, not are and is. Okay, in as we discussed in present in continuous tense. So now let's have a look on the some positive on assertive sentences. I was eating chocolate. I was buying new car. She was celebrating her birthday. He was not making a noise. It was not raining outside. From these examples, you will see that we are using was because our subject is singular. I, she, he, and it. We discussed earlier that we are going to put was with our singular subjects. So after was is our helping verb, and after was there is the first form of verb eat, and we are adding ing with that, and chocolate is our object. So now let's see how to make negative sentences of past continuous tense. So for this you are going to follow this structure. There is only a you can say only one change in the structure, that is of not, because we are going to make negative sentences. We are going to negating and we are making negations, so that's why we are using not after helping verb. Some students used to add not after subjects, but it's not correct. You are supposed to write not or add not after your helping verb. Let's see some examples. I was not going to the office. She was not listening to the music. We were not violating the traffic rules. They were not going to have a party tonight. So in this example, you see that we applied or we add not after our helping verb was and were. For singular, we use was, and for the plural subjects, we use were, as you can see example 3 and 4. Now let's move towards interrogative or question sentences. How to make interrogative and question sentences of past continuous tense. So it's so simple. What you are going to do is you just have to put your helping verb at the beginning of the sentence, as I told you in all the previous lectures. So I hope this time um, you will yourself have understanding that how to make interrogative sentences. Then the same structure that you are going to follow, and let's have some examples. Was she receiving her friend? Were they taking part in sports? An example third is, were we sleeping? So after these examples, and at the end of this sentence, there is a question mark, which is an indication of a question or interrogative sentence. So let's hurriedly see when to use past continuous tense for a temporary activity in the past, and also a temporary activity in the past interrupted by a short action. You are having some example. It's your task to read them and see what's the difference in these examples. And the last one is, for something that was planned before a certain time in the future. I was flying to Dubai, but its meeting was cancelled. We weren't here meeting here at the airport yesterday. So by reading all this, and I hope you have good understanding and you have a command over this thing, because we are uh, doing such tenses, we are doing the structure, we are applying such things again and again. I am telling you what is simple sentence, what is assertive, what is declarative, and what is negation, how to make questions, because all these things the things we have already discussed. So I hope with passage of time, gradually you will be able to make sentences by yourself, and you will not need any help or any guideline, because these rules must be on your fingertips, as I taught you in a simpler and easiest way. So your task, or you can say your assignment, is to make five sentences of each group, okay, each category, you can say positive, negative, and interrogative. And these sentences must be different from my sentences that I taught you. They must be different, and you must use a good vocabulary in them.